Thanks, Kirk. The Wood County jury handed down indictments today. There are a total of 20 people named in the indictments. Several of them are facing charges related to drugs, burglary, or domestic battery. A man named Patrick Frazier is facing 12 counts related to sexual assault and sexual abuse. Another man named John Kellaway is facing charges of sexual abuse, sexual assault, and strangulation. Another man named Keith Stepchuk is facing charges of attempted murder and malicious assault. You can read about all of the people named in the indictment by going to our online article on WTAP.com.